Hello, my name is Bryarly Bishop. I am friends with Mike, that's why I'm on his channel. We are doing a video about quotes together this week. If you want to see my video, then you can go here or to the link in hopefully the description. I don't know, Mike, that's your call. Let's do this. I never knew that I was that into quotes until I noticed that I started just throwing them at people in different situations. Oh, you're having troubles in your relationship? You should love in such a way that the person you love feels free. You mean you're scared of not doing well? Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. Tell me more about this existential fear you have. I do not fear death. I have been dead for millions of years before I was born and suffered not the slightest inconvenience from it. The great thing about quotes is that they're condensed encouragement, and they're these little sparks of wisdom that you can use to fuel your own personal fire and continue forward in life in a meaningful and helpful way. The quotes that I just used are some of my favorites, so if you want to hear Mike's, then just watch the rest of the video. Go on, continue, have fun. Maybe I'll see you later on my video. Maybe not.
Hey, thank you so much for that, Bryarly. It was awesome to hang out with you. For anyone new here, my name is T. Michael Martin, but you could call me Mike, and I am in a chair. Just got it. OTP. So, like Bryarly said, today we're talking about our favorite quotes, and I am a collector of quotes, like a Pokemon. Gonna catch them all. I feel like a lot of my favorite quotes are just these little glimmers of comfort during tough times, like text messages from a really good friend who's in the past from a book. So a lot of my favorite quotes are about creativity, because I make things for a living, and it can be kind of a lonely job, a tough job. I make it sound worse than it is. I'm not like mining coal in a war zone. So here are a couple of the quotes that have comforted me creatively. In some circumstances, the refusal to be defeated is a refusal to be educated. And I like that because it reminds me that it's okay to fail. I remember that John Lasseter said that every Pixar movie at some stage in its development was the worst motion picture of all time, because creativity is not linear and it's crappy sometimes, and you can quote me on that. Another quote, "The imaginary work must have such an effect on us that it enlarges our own sense of reality." That is from Madeline L'Engle, who is most famous for writing A Wrinkle in Time, and I like it because it reminds me why I like art. It's not just that it's fun to look at or interact with, it's that when I leave the interaction with it, I'm changed. I'm expanded, hopefully, in some way, which is also how I feel about a Big Mac. But not as good. There are also a lot of non-writing quotes that have meant a lot to me lately, and one of them is from Susan Musgrave, who wrote, "You are locked in a life you have chosen to remember." We all have mythic memories in the sense that we edit the stories in our past. We like narratives because they give us a sense of sense in a chaotic world, and the more that we hang on to a single narrative, the more limited we are by that. Another quote is from Brene Brown, who's most famous for like this incredibly viral TED Talk about shame, and it's not as depressing as it sounds. It's actually really awesome. The quote goes, "Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help." I know in my own life, I sometimes feel really like unable to reach out for help. I don't know why that is, but it is definitely something I'm working on with the help of you, Brene Brown. I'm pointing to my computer, it's down here, it's got the quotes. Finally, I would like to end with a quote from David Allen, who wrote this book, which legit, no internet exaggeration, changed my life. Okay, I was like afraid I was covering him up or picking his nose. David Allen said, "Your ability to generate power is directly proportional to your ability to relax," which for a kind of super type A personality is a very good thing to hear. I would love to hear in the comments what some of the most inspiring quotes for you have been. And as always, thanks for watching. And that is one of the 5 things I most miss about 80s movies. Another thing I miss is how technology seemed astounding and positive in those movies.